So Accumulate was as an upgrade to Factom, and Factom was originally designed specifically to solve the problem of data in the blockchain and provide a way to organize data. And so Accumulate looks at data as organized under identities. Every Accumulate itself is a list of identities, and every identity within Accumulate has a list of data entries. And so we're able to provide a way to put data on the blockchain and provide a way to organize that data at the same time, so that applications built on top of Accumulate have a natural way to organize the data. This is very similar to in the early days of computer science, when databases went from very simple list-oriented things to what you see now, which are the more powerful relational databases that give you a way to organize the data, so that the application doesn't have to take responsibility for organizing the data, as well as its application responsibilities. On scaling, we have a mantra that we use, is that organization matters, and this is more important in scaling than any place else. The fundamental problem that most blockchains have is that the contents of the blockchain are organized into addresses, and the addresses are randomly assigned, which means that when you're trying to do transactions, you can't predict what part of the blockchain you're going to have to touch, because stuff is out there in randomly assigned addresses. In Accumulate, because everything is organized by identities and transactions happen between identities, everything that is going to be needed for a transaction between identity 1 and identity 2 is held in the blockchain underneath those two identities. So I can hand those two identities to a part of the network for that transaction to be handled, while the rest of the network is handling all the other identities. And this solves the trilemma that most of blockchains face, in that we can stay decentralized, we can scale all at the same time.